What's going on, y'all? It is Araneae Storm checking in for the Mercury sign series. Mercury in the 9th house to be exact. So if you happen to have your Mercury placed in the 9th house, this video is for you. Or if you know somebody that has Mercury in the 9th house, this video, I guess you're learning. Or if you're learning about astrology, this video is for you. My name is Araneae Storm, aka Crew, aka Araneae Storm. You can just call me Crew. And I am your cosmic root work astrologist specializing in evolutionary astrology. So if you would like to know more about your evolution here, your past lives, your current lifetime destiny, you could definitely check me out. Hit me up. I am at this point in time taking readings on a donation tip base and also barter and trade base. So you can definitely check out those links below. And I hope to see you, on the, I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a moon and Gemini day, and I'm feeling very Geminian today. I woke up feeling very, very Geminian. My dreams were wild as hell as I record this video. But anyway, let's get to the video itself. We're gonna start talking about the Mercury. What does Mercury mean in Gemini? And then we'll go in and talk a little bit about not only what does Mercury mean in Gemini, but what does it mean to have Mercury in the 9th house? So if we talk about the energy of Mercury, this is where we're seeing someone who basically has this energetic energy that is very witty, free-spirited. A lot of communication happens with Mercury, the planet Mercury. Talking, writing, speaking, creating, divining, divination, all those things fall in Mercury or with Mercury. And so Mercury in the 9th house can be, also Mercury has to do with currency and how you exchange things, because, it's talking, communicating, things like that. So it can definitely deal with how you like to make money or exchange goods and things like that. So Mercury in the 9th house, which is coded by the Sagittarius energy here with the 9th house. What you'll begin to see is this communication, somebody that communicates a lot about the state of the world, right? Philosophy. You could see somebody who maybe has a heightened interest for learning different languages, speaking different languages, understanding how languages connect themselves with each other. This is where you can also see somebody who is interested in a particular study. Maybe they have a particular focus or study, and they really want to, maybe they're really, really into it. They're really in a space where they're like, I don't know, I kind of want to research about this or study about this or like learn more knowledge about this. And they're very fixated, usually very fixated on, they could change, but usually there's like that one thing that you always come back to, that you're always like, I really love this subject. I don't know what it is about the subject. I could literally talk about this subject all day. And that's usually where you'll see Mercury in the 9th house. This also has to do with foreign trade, currency, and travel. So you'll see a lot of Mercury in the 9th house being, usually you can talk about numbers in, not like, for example, like digital currencies or something like that. You can see somebody who's maybe buying, selling, trading from different countries, exchanging, buying silks or whatever the case may be from different countries. You'll see a merchant sometimes with Mercury in the 9th house. Honestly, when I think of Mercury in the 9th house, I think of somebody who is like sailing on a ship, and they're going from different countries to country, and they're trading goods with people from different countries, or trading maybe like antique figures and things like that from people with different countries. I could also say Mercury in the 7th house is kind of like that too, but I really think like Mercury in the 9th house is definitely this kind of energy too. Traveling the distance, so having an interest in like traveling. Maybe you take a lot of distance travel to different countries or different places. Maybe you go and visit or want to visit, or even, I would even say live in a different country. I know it's not necessarily like 4th house, 12th house, but 9th house, a lot of times you'll find yourself spending a lot of time in different countries. Even if you come back to the place that you live, you might find yourself having maybe an inclination to want to move, because Mercury is about movement. mutable movement. So maybe you end up living, or if you don't live in one place in another country, you travel from place to place in different countries and stuff like that. You can definitely see that here. Also too, we see somebody who has this willingness to learn, very intelligent, has a lot of intellect, insight into very when it comes to like certain studies and things, they just have a particular insight or perspective about those things that they can like literally talk about. You can see somebody who is also this is where you see lecturers, people who teach certain subjects. Also too, this has to do with like the markets, marketing, life coaches. This is where you can see people who are very business savvy too, especially when, as like I said, it goes the distance. Just knowing and understanding business and research. Also too, dream traveling as well. You can see that. I mean, I know we can talk about 12th house, yes, but 9th house, especially with Mercury here, Mercury being the traveler, Mercury being the, traveling between worlds, traveling between, it's like a little conduit, right? And then, 9th house being the distant. So you can see somebody who's like literally traveling through their dreams here with Mercury in the 9th house. You can also see truth seeking, somebody who is wanting to understand the deeper truths about a particular thing or a particular subject. And so Mercury in the 9th house can be very like wanting to have all the insight about what it is that they're interested in and what it is that they know. So like, what is the greater meaning of life? What are we all doing here? What is, you know what I mean? Also too, you can see Mercury in the 9th house being interested in like, definitely interested in what I would like to say religious or just some type of belief. Not even if you're not Bible thumping. This is like you just having like a belief or faith in something. Like maybe you see somebody who's studying, I don't know, who might be into I don't know, just different types of religions or faith-based practices. I won't name anything in particular, but that's where you could definitely see somebody here. These are people who go to distance to create like documentaries and talk about their experiences. And you're meant to talk about and speak about your experiences, especially when they have to do with foreign places. Foreign places don't necessarily have to be like overseas, which usually they are with the 9th house, but this can be like distant from your home. So a great distance from where it is that you live. Like it's completely out of your neighborhood, completely out of your own personal comfort zone here, okay? Also, we can see cultures, belief systems, like I said, and I think that is about it. I definitely will say with Mercury in the 9th house, to leave it there, you can definitely find yourself, if not just traveling, but just immersed in different cultures. You might feel gravitated and called to live amongst or get to know people that are different, that have a different background than you. And that's something that can definitely pop up with Mercury in the 9th house. So that's what I have. And we're going to move on from Mercury in the 9th house to Mercury in the 10th house. And we'll finish this series off with Mercury in the 12th. And I will see y'all on the next one. You already know what it is. It's a rainy storm checking in, checking out, without a doubt. I'll see y'all on the next one. Deuces.